Well, because of a week of really masterfully poor time management and self care, self, I don't, discipline, we'll say. This is probably going to be a short one because shorter than usual, I hear some of you saying. Um, because the week has gone away and there's like a bazillion things on my list that I was supposed to have accomplished this week, and I did some of them, um, but not all of them. And but this is one that I wanted to make sure that I checked off. Right, got the podcast out for the week. Um, so here I am sitting in my car, not a McDonald's. Um, and yeah, I got just a buttload of stuff to do today, and this is it. This is like my 5 minutes of me time for the rest of the day. And I thought I would record a little something. Maybe you can hear the birds chirping. It's spring. It's spring. Uh, oh, I'm all over the map already. Okay, so you know what? It is Sunday, March 26th, 2023. And as of this recording, I'm still depressed, but I'm not dead. So yeah, so what's going on? What's the deal? Why have I dropped the ball seemingly so significantly this week with the self stuff lists? And I don't know. I've been trying to think about it, and I'm not always so good with the intentional thinking, right? Like I think I'm on occasion I will have a clever thought that pops into my head, but like if I want to sit down and I say, here I am here and I want to solve that problem, I want to come up with some idea about something, I'm not so good at that kind of internal active reasoning to get there. So, but I sat down. I was like, oh, what is going on here? And here's what I think. Here's what I think. I think I think I'm prone to being lazy, and I think I am prone to rationalizing away work. And this isn't unique to me, right? This is like the world over kind of thing. But here's what I think. So I had the half marathon last week, and second one of the year, and I roughly put a goal in for what I wanted my time to be, and I pushed towards that. I came up short of that, but fine, whatever. I improved over the previous half marathon, whatever, a month before. And then I just kind of I just rode that. Well, I just ran a half marathon. Like I've got to, like, I can't, I mean, maybe I shouldn't lift weights this week. Like, really, do I need to, I exerted myself significantly. Um, should I just, take a week to rest, kind of recoup? And so then should I run? Like, I don't know. Should I run? Should I like, and then when that goes away, even like walking, I try to walk, and I like to do it at the gym, because then I can go right over to stretching. And so if I don't go to the gym, I'm not so good at stretching. And so like, I'm not one of them. I need to walk because I just half marathon. uh, and then there were the other things like I was pushing off, because of this, because of that. I had the cardiologist appointment, and I was using that as an excuse not to do stuff before then. I don't know why. It's not very, it wasn't really sound reasoning for that, but it's a cardiologist, and that's big. And so it's because it's big, it must carry weight. And so I can misappropriate that weight into using it for reasoning, suspect reasoning against doing something. I don't know, folks. So yeah, so here I am. I'm a week after the half, and I just haven't done stuff. And some of that was travel. I traveled a couple of days for work, and that kind of throws me off my game. And but it doesn't need to, right? Like I could have done this. Like I was sitting in a hotel room, right? Like I could have recorded a podcast. I could have wrote Ted back. Could have wrote Emily back. I could have done lots of things. But yeah, I kind of ground down into this stasis of sorts. And but I guess so if we focus on the win, right? So like the list is still kind of guiding me into doing certain things, like, trying to read and, brush my teeth, stuff like that. So, in general, I think the list is still providing value. It's just not, I'm not maximizing that value. And I'm hoping to get that switched here. But today is not the day, by any stretch. Sorry. So here I am. And like, what am I going to talk about? I had different ideas. And one thing, I don't know if I mentioned this. I don't think I did. No, I didn't, because it wasn't evident to me at the time, last podcast. So like after I ran the race last week, and, I ran the half, Nora ran the full. So she was, hours coming in hours after me. So there was a lot of downtime. Right. And then, I got to a point where it's like I'm trying to track her on her iPhone, and like, okay, so she's probably like a half hour from the finish line. So let me head over that way, and I'll just start kicking around, kind of stuff. And I found myself being emotional, like welling up, for different things. And, some of it was like, hey, like thinking about how I would like to react as Nora is coming to the finish line. Like, I'm not a very vocal, expressive person, but like, hey, can I would like to be able to like cheer and clap and hoot and holler. But I struggle with like, that's out of character for me. So then I quickly say, well, it's going to come across as insincere. But the thought of like, how am I going to do this? Like, it made me just kind of start welling up. Like, ooh, like, what is this? And then so I'm just like walking up and down the street kind of thing, and like, just like, oh, hey, am I going to cry? Like, I might be gonna cry. Like, what's going on here? And, I didn't, of course, because I was, as in public. I'm not that guy yet. Oh, maybe I never will be. But there were different things. Like, there was this one marathoner coming, and she was younger. Whatever. Right now I'm an old man, but and she's one of those runners who just like had something left in the tank at the end, and holy cow, she just like poured on the jets, and like she was giving everything she had. And I'm just looking at it like, oh, like, I'm gonna cry over this girl. I don't know who she is. Like, that's like powerful. Like, look at you, go, 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 kind of thing, right? Like in my head, like not out loud, because JP doesn't do that. Um, and then, so it was a couple days later before I talked to Nora about it, and she we were like, well, you really, physically exerted yourself, and that sometimes will lend itself to overflow of emotions and things like that, and there's an aspect of being proud of Nora, which I don't like that word. I am, and I use it because that's what the word we use, but like I think I am impressed by her. Happy for her that she accomplished this thing, right? Somehow it's in my head, like being proud of her for finishing a marathon is somehow puts some of the focus on me, right? And I don't like that connotation. And I don't like this. Like when I talk to my girls, I try to tell them, or want to tell them, like, I'm impressed by you. Like, you, way to go. You like, great, right? Like, I guess I'm proud to be their dad, right? But, my youngest is, she's a junior in high school, and she's, taking all the college tests, like the ACT, the SAT, things like that, and she's getting these scores back, and I was like, holy crap, like, wow, like, and I don't, like, I think that one of the responses to that would be like, hey, I'm proud of you, and I don't like, there's something about that I just don't like. So I'm clear to say, like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Holy cow, way to go. Like, whoa, what, and stuff like that. Anyway, so yeah, JP was feeling all emotional, and that kind of carried through the week a little bit. Like there were different times when I would just like, I think I even had a dream where like I was like welling up and crying in my dream. But it wasn't like I don't recall it being like sad, like a devastation or whatever would cause. I don't know what causes people to cry, because I just don't know. But it wasn't like someone died in the dream and then I was heartbroken or whatever. So yeah, so like this welling up, this emotional state, this physical manifestation of emotion is like creeping back into my life a little bit. And yeah, so that's significant, that's substantial. I don't know what it all means. I don't know where it's coming from. Is it the reduction in medication that's really doing this? Is it like allowing these things to happen? I don't know. But yeah, so that's the thing. Hey, JP, almost like welling up, or actually welling up, in real life and in dreams. So yeah, so I don't know what to think of that too much. I don't know. So yeah, so there's a little snapshot, and I promise you next week I will have some more deep thoughts, but yeah, we're gonna call it here. I gotta kind of edit this meagerly as I do and get it out, and then there's bagels to be had with my youngest, and then lots of driving with her and Nora, and then just Nora, and just an inordinate amount of driving. So much driving. So thanks for humoring me and sticking through this ramble podcast. I hope you are doing well. I would like it if you would reach out, let me know how you're doing, what you think, what you feel, anything. If you just want to get something off your chest, I'm your guy. Mo, are you still out there, Mo? I don't know. We kind of lost touch. Text me 248-648-1419 in the US, +1 248-648-1419 on WhatsApp. Facebook.com/Jamolke, at Jamolke on Instagram, and that other place, TikTok. And I think that's it. JAMOALKI. Look me up. Come find me. Say hey. Say, hey, get off your lazy duff and, communicate with your friends. And I will try. I will try to do that. So, everybody, thanks for listening. Be safe and be well.